Maybe this will lead to somebody worth having a conversation with. Sorry.
Hello.
Hello.
Come inside. Come inside. You're not the first and not the last to struggle with an elevator.
I apologize.
Oh yes, how dare you not know this technology? It's more than all right.
Thank you.
What did you wish to speak to me about?
I mostly wanted some clarification regarding the rules about jewelry within Royal Code.
You asked this quite late, do you not?
I do, and I apologize. I wasn't necessarily intending on taking Royal Code, but knowing now what I intend to do with the rest of my time at the Academy, I believe that it'll be integral to my journey here.
In all honesty, unless you are a complete shut-in, Royal Code is very integral. Clarification on the jewelry. Well, it doesn't really match the school uniform. What I am willing to permit is very modest jewelry. That I will turn a blind eye to. I am permitting culturally significant jewelry, be it things denoting your status that you aren't supposed to take off, things that are of incredible emotional significance, such as wearing a piece of jewelry in memory of somebody, or accessories that are there for medical reasons, be they something enchanted or, well, a prosthetic or whatever one may be wearing.
Okay. Is it an appropriate time to speak about the significance of my own jewelry, perhaps?
Please do.
I had a little brother named Milo. The Fell folk have a tradition called the first hunt. It happens when our parents perceive us to be ready to... It's coming of age, when we are ready to enter the world, do things that they consider kind of like a cotillion, I suppose.
Yes.
Our family believes that this happens on the eve of your 10th birthday. I returned from mine, and the earring was a gift from my little brother. He went on his first hunt the following year and never returned. So I have not taken it out since then.
You needn't explain further if you do not wish to, although if you wish to say it. Come here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't get super emotional.
Come.
Oh,
dear.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's try again.
There we go.
All right. It's all right. It's all right. I'll get you that permission slip, okay?
I appreciate it. I don't speak about him often, so I there's not many people that know.
I would understand. I used to have a little brother as well.
I appreciate it.
All right, let me get some paper for you. I'll write you a permission slip.
Thank you.
Oh dear. Apologies. Still recovering.
You're totally fine. I got water in my ears the other day and it's affected my well-being also, so
Mm. All right. I'll finish writing this up for you. Perfect. Okay, okay, I can't. Let's also one earring. There we go. If a teacher is to dispute you wearing this,
Mhm.
simply show this.
Thank you so much. I know that
I
it's
know.
but a little trinket, but
Sometimes little trinkets help us remember them. It's all right.
I
Do
appreciate
not, if if a professor were to dispute you even after the permission slip, simply direct them to me and tell them that I've given you blanket permission.
I appreciate that. It means more to me than you could know.
I think I can begin to understand. Surprisingly more than you would think.
I look
All
forward
right,
to your
now
class.
I hope so.
Okay, see if I can make the elevator work for a second time, right?
Would you like some instructions?
Yes, actually, that would be lovely.
All right, stand on the elevator. Oh, hello, Lord Leonidas. I'll be with you in a second. Hover your hand over the controls just to scroll it. Just hover it and scroll it, and then press it
Oh,
on the right level.
thank you. Hello. Why are you handing me fish?
I have too much food in my pockets.
So yesterday you don't have enough food, and I give you my food. And today you have too much food?
I took all the fish that was in my drawer and turned it into little fish meats.
Hmm.
And it's not a lot of food. I have one of these, 4 of these, and 7 of these. But it just takes up a lot of space.
Okay. So why are you giving
Yeah.
it to me?
Mm. Seemed like you could use a snack. Because I only had one, and it was
Oh, so
just taking
torture
up a lot of
me with it.
space for just being one. Just eat it.
I'm not hungry.
That's fair. You will be someday, and you'll thank me.
And I thank you.
Exactly.
Where
I
are you
accidentally found the
going?
right classroom. This is wonderful. I was checking the sign
You
above
think
the
you, do
door.
you think
Make
that
sure I
I
was in the
just would be
right.
sitting in the wrong classroom? Actually, no,
This
that's
early,
fair.
maybe.
Do you know what it
And yeah, I heard stories that you sit in the wrong classroom sometimes.
I'm just doing my best.
It's just a Fenwick trademark, man. You guys are a little scattered sometimes.
We're just doing our best. We're just little guys.
And you're doing fine. You wrote significantly more. Hello.
Felix.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi.
We were saving llamas.
Llamas?
Yes,
Do llamas,
they're at the farm now.
do llamas frequently need saving?
They were
Well,
on the
no,
top of the
yeah,
building.
a man in a blue robe was dangling
Just
them off
dangling a
the
llama.
school roof.
Hello,
Mm.
Pex.
Oh,
Hello.
actually.
Felix, you didn't go
Pax.
up on the roof,
Do
did
you
you?
prefer Pax or Paxton?
I prefer Pex. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Appreciated.
Maybe.
Do that then.
Appreciated.
I know if anybody will get in
Is that,
trouble for it, it's gonna be us.
Nah, we saved the animals. It's fine.
Good.
We should gather at the green entrance. Not here.
Oh.
Oh, the green.
Feels unnecessary.
That makes sense why Lucille was on.
Hello. Good morning.
Okay, now we're at the green.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. And I believe we are on the dot. So, how about we begin? Do we have everyone? No latecomers? Can everybody hear me all right as well? Everybody see me all right? Everybody hear me all right? All right, good to know, good to know. I was worried there that my voice had vanished. All right. So, let's make this nice and quick. Most first classes begin with some sort of introduction, and far be it from me to break the mold. So, we'll get to that in just a moment. But first, I know multiple of you are well taught in royal conduct and know it's so much more than just a set of rules. I mean, if it were a set of rules, we wouldn't have a class, and instead I'd give you a textbook and send you on your way. Royal conduct is a sort of language of its own, a way to navigate royal space where each action you take speaks more than any words could. It's a flawless performance you put on for every single one of your subjects. And the best way to learn a language is, well, to simply practice speaking it. I see that a lot of you have notebooks, and I'm happy about that. What I want you to do at the very beginning of this class is write down the position you're aiming for within your court. And that position should, for the head heirs, I would at least hope, include ruler. Today, we are going to be acting as if this is already the case. Oh, hello!
Don't mind me, just observing.
Of course, I've got to. Well, do make yourselves comfortable. You may get a better view unless you wish to stand to the side.
Oh, we wouldn't want to distract you.
Exactly.
All right. Very well, very well. Okay. Whew. Now, in this class, we'll be putting on a little bit of a performance. You will not be courts. Well, not just courts. You will be your own kingdoms. Still reflecting your own cultures and traditions, of course, though. And you, well, the scene we'll be doing today is you have been invited to a royal meeting, much like the summits. And, well, I expect all of you to act like the role you have selected. Are there any questions before we begin? No questions, all right then. If that's the case, for anyone who may still be unsure, I am Della of House Charybdin, and I will be your host for Royal Coat, starring in the role of literally everything around you, every other person that you may encounter that isn't yourselves. And what I will want you to do, as you will re-enter this room, is to introduce yourselves as your courts. Simply, during a party, nobody wants to hear every single person introduce themselves alone. It is expected that rulers are introduced by their own courts, in a way that represents who they are and allows them to stand out. So each kingdom will have a moment on stage to work together to introduce themselves as a unit and share with us your kingdom's values before we make it towards the feast. I'll give you, let's say, 7 minutes to leave the group and talk amongst yourselves how you wish to make that introduction. You are kingdoms about to go to a party between 4 kingdoms after all. All right, feel free to create your groups.
Professor, sorry. Would it be alright to lower these, the parts of the side as it does obscure a bit of vision? Like these parts?
Oh, yes, of course.
Like, just like lowering them a bit, if that's
Yes, feel
alright.
free. Yes,
Okay,
feel free
thank
to
you.
do so.
Well, a bit conflicted because they have asked us to pretend we're already in the positions we've written, and I feel like it might be a little offensive to call myself the Solus when I am not, even if it is just pretend.
I'll put it back afterwards, but
That's fair.
Well, class demands what class demands.
yes, they're going to get on stage after all. Oh,
No?
I'm going to obviously.
Hello.
Oh, that's so much better.
I can see now.
Yes. I had to request permission, but I got the go-ahead.
Good.
So, what's the plan?
We were waiting for you to join in, but if you have to
very kind.
introduce us together, she had mentioned our values. I know that we do value the arts and freedom, so we can incorporate that into it.
I would say value grace
Yes.
and beauty, but beauty may fall into the arts, or it could be a separate thing.
We can do the beauty in things, because I think that does incorporate the arts
Well-
into it.
Well, they all voted.
The sun and moon?
Terrence won. Well, Terrence won by a
True.
landslide. Right.
I know that we were asked we couldn't introduce each other no, we were not to introduce each other individually. We're introducing ourselves as the court. I do hope we don't go first.
I also hope that we don't.
I feel like at the very
if-
least, even if we do not announce ourselves one by one, I feel like we should at least announce you as our head heir.
Of course. I wasn't doubting that. I do think whatever we do start with, I will start with a greetings, and if we are representing Grace, that when I say the greetings, that everyone could curtsy or bow.
Yes.
So I guess the greetings, I feel it's weird to say Solus. Do you think she would complain if I just used my normal title, Soul?
I believe she wants us to go as the title that we wrote in the book.
Rather uncomfortable. But greetings, I am Solus Katarina of the Solmera Court. And then how should I word?
If it's worth pointing out, I also spotted the notes beyond Professor's head that state our heir should not need to introduce themselves. The court should
Yes,
introduce
so-
for them. Is there a position that we would have that would do that? Advisor or something of that nature?
It
Lady
would
in
likely be the
waiting,
advisor or lady in
or-
waiting.
Well then, alright. I seem as though I am introducing Solus Katerina. What have you gotten written down so far?
Nothing. I had only been speaking.
May you speak your words again?
I had started with the greetings. That way, that would cue everyone to do their bow or curtsy. And then I guess introduce me of the Solmera
So-
court. I'm just unsure how we would incorporate our values into an introduction.
Is it weird to say that I'm like super nervous?
No, I'm more so confused on this. I've attended the Concord meetings in the past, and we don't state our values.
Interesting.
In the court, when we enter, we are the Solmera court, and because we all know each other already.
Yeah.
Would it be a thing where Lady Daphne introduces you and then you'd be like saying, oh, our court greatly values just beauty and grace and things and so on?
I suppose. I fear that whoever does volunteer to go first will get points.
Oh.
Why?
Or it might be a case of whoever does the best gets points.
Yes.
So if we go
So-
first, we risk not being the best, but if we don't go first, if it is first come, first serve for points, we might miss out on that.
Right,
Well,
but
if
we need to.
If we do it right first, then I don't believe there should be anything to worry about.
It's more so I'm confused on how she expects us to present our court and values within an introduction. That is,
I believe
you
it-
research
sorry.
your meeting. Traditionally, you would research the participants before attending, so you already know their values, because that's how you get the upper hand in negotiations. You don't give it to them.
Shall
But
we?
I suppose in this case we should just. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, you. Sorry.
The board says instruments and other demonstrations of our
Time's
skills.
up. That's...
What the heck?
Oh, goodness.
Right, let's rejoin.
The first other class I've attended, and I'm regretting it.
It'll be fun. All right. Everybody, please return to your seats. I will call upon the kingdom. Well, I won't. The kingdoms will be entering from your left to right after us. So let's go to our right and begin this. As we will begin with a demonstration, if you two could get on this side.
Okay. You didn't really explain what you were asking
Yeah,
us to
that
do.
wasn't really.
Well, I just did, didn't I?
Okay,
alright.
get it started then.
Mhm.
All right. Announcing His Highness King Terence.
The old and wise of the ground under. Is that?
I hope you enjoyed.
Apologies, I struggled to get my fellow professors to cooperate.
Quite beautiful.
Let's see if you did better.
I don't like the
let
name
me-
Terrence.
I don't either. It threw me off.
You don't like King Terence?
No.
I just don't like his name.
Oh.
All right, next.
That is us. I present Sovereign Ezra Aureliano Fiorvante. We also have myself as Viscountess Veswin Darcy. I will be the stand-in advisor for you all today. We also have Viscountess Violet Benedetto and the wonderful Dictore Marjorie Blackwood. We have actually brought a wonderful present for you all. It is a cake to share from your wonderful highness here.
Ooh. Very generous.
As always, we hope to make everyone's acquaintance, make some mingles, meet some faces, and your highness here is very excited to have wonderful connections with you all.
Lovely.
Bravo.
Bravo.
We will see you
Go
all
on.
around.
Well, the next court should come on.
Greetings. Please meet Solus Katerina Vesta Solmera Courts, a court of beauty and grace.
Lovely, lovely. All right, may the next court come on. Well, may the next kingdom come on.
Introducing Crown Duchess Miral Undine, Duchess Aquamarine Undine, and Duchess Waverly Undine.
I would like to thank each of you for coming to support our event here, and I look forward to talking and mingling with every single one of you. I hope we can create good relationships. Thank you.
And last but not least,
Professor Charybdin, I regret to inform you the person that was going to be announcing me has been taken by the shadow. Leonidas.
oh dear. Well, that's a little troublesome. I suppose we can wait for the shadows to return him. I will, in the meantime. Well, actually, that would be a little bit. Well, actually, since he's not here to hear it, I needn't worry. I am very impressed with Kingdom Bloodwind and their generous gift giving, clear display of values, and, well, overall, perfect coordination. I would like to comment, unfortunately, on called Solmera making a bit of a mistake with only one person speaking at all, and, well, forgetting that you're a kingdom.
Apologies.
And I would like to say that for... Oh my goodness, apologies, headspin. Oh dear.
Cerulean?
Oh goodness. Apologies.
Professor, are you alright?
Yes. Oh goodness. Still dealing with consequences from previous actions. And Kingdom Cerulean. It was well, perfectly adequate. You introduced your values. you introduced yourselves, and multiple people spoke, and all the heirs were introduced. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, did you remember that you were a kingdom, or did you two forget that?
Yes, I did say to, well,
All right.
said our event.
I see. You did claim the event as yours.
I do apologize for that. It was a slip of the tongue.
I would say with the limited information you were working with, it was quite alright. There's criticism, but there's also things you did quite well. And with this court, I would like to see what you have for us.
Thank you for your patience, Professor Charybdin. Leonidas, are you present? All right, perfect. Oh no, I think Leonidas still needs a bit more time.
Are you quite alright?
I hope so.
Alright.
Leonidas, when you are ready. Thank you, Advisor Leonidas, and thank you all for such an illustrious introduction. It is my pleasure to be here in front of you, and I hope that we may, as the days go by, get to know each other.
That was wonderful.
I admit, I did have your notes, Professor.
That is true. Now,
Though Leonidas did not.
that is also true. Personal opinion. Well. Oh. Oh, of course. I do believe that the best performances were done by the vampires and the demons. I would put the demons a bit ahead, but they did have my notes as mentioned. I think I'll call it a draw for that reason. And award both houses 5 points each. But with everybody here and introductions done, I would like to invite everybody to the feast.
The feast has been provided. Thank you so much.
Now, since we'll be sitting at the table, we do exist in a... Oh, I believe it's raining. We will exist in a far more mutual and equal terms as far as conversation goes, as it's at the table that, well, most casual conversations happen. So please take a seat.
We just sit anywhere. Anyone I know?
I would like to question, why aren't you sitting with your own courts? At least some of you.
We were encouraged to mingle, and you said that this would be on more equal terms, Professor.
Good. That's a good reason. All right then. Well, any ladies in waiting at the look at this. Any ladies in waiting at the table?
That would be me, as Decote.
Well, if you could please help me with the pie. If the ladies in waiting could please help well, with the pies and cakes. I did only have one knife, as I didn't expect too many.
Oh, I can provide my own knife.
Oh, wonderful. Do any of you not have a knife?
I do not. I do not either.
Very well.
I can make more. I have materials on me.
I will also give you bowls for apologies.
Here you are.
There's also bowls for the pies. Please help everyone help themselves.
I can also
Meanwhile-
help if needed.
Of course.
Riley
And
is quite
meanwhile-
capable.
Let's talk. I'm curious. What do you think this class will include? What would just very casually, anyone may speak. We are on more equal terms.
Your Highness, would you like pie or cake?
Cake, please.
Be sure to also. Oh, my
What
goodness.
would you like, Duchess Sakura?
Please be sure to leave
Pie
some
or
pie
cake,
for the
Your Highness?
demons.
Cake. So, Katarina, what would you like?
Grab me some cake, please. Either or.
If people could indicate what they want by looking at the correct thing.
King Cassian, what would you like? Pie or cake?
Here you are.
The one in front of me, please. I believe it is a cake.
All right. But yes,
Well,
to answer my
Pax,
question.
what would you care
Thank
for?
you, Marjorie.
Either will do. I don't mind.
If we could please simply indicate what we want by looking at it, and if the ladies in waiting could follow that. We will not be asking the entire time. But yes.
Or as a suggestion, we can all use the global way of speaking as well.
That's also a good idea. But that could be done.
To answer your question, however, in what you believe and what we believe that this class is going to cover is everything regarding our positions in the courts, how we are to uphold ourselves, how we are to represent our courts, what each role will include, and how we can best serve our future sovereign or king or whoever shall be on top of this year's light and fun competition between each court. Also, I believe that manners and information for those who maybe didn't grow up in a court setting themselves but are here because they are unbelievably worthy of being here, they can know more. They can represent themselves and their court as best they can.
That's a really good answer. Does anyone have any other ideas? No other ideas for what may entail? A big part of manners is understanding, well, the cultures that you'll be interacting with. For example, with currently sharing the pie, I am expecting that not too many that can eat other things take the pie to themselves, as some people at this table have limited dietary choices. And it would be quite terrible to run out. I myself have, of course, provided extra, but that's not knowledge you had. So small little things like that. Another element, and then an element that goes into, well, a part of culture is history. We'll be learning a lot about ourselves, while also maintaining the positions we have. I'm also open to any questions regarding the entirety of the class, or even suggestions of what you would wish to encounter during this. Things you'd wish to learn that you find yourselves lacking in. Or things you'd wish to demonstrate. Oh yes, please speak.
It's been a while since I attended a ball, but I recall a... how do I phrase this? I would like to learn how to dance, Professor Charybdin.
Well, this section is fashioned around a ballroom. We've set up a table for today, but you'll be seeing dance steps on the floor soon. we'll be learning multiple dances.
I look forward to it.
I would also like to make my statement on what I think this class could potentially be good at demonstrating. I know that situations like these, large gatherings, meeting with your kingdoms, and those that stand by them, put you in a formal setting to gather information, form alliances, size up those that you might not have alliances with. Information is, to refer back to the beginning of class, a global language, whether it's the same language or not. To know who you're speaking to is just as valuable as to know what you're speaking about.
Very, very good. A big part of handling yourselves as royals is you have to be perfect in many ways. Too many wrong moves, and it's not just your peers' judgment that you're facing. You're facing the judgment of an entire kingdom, and an entire kingdom lets you know they are displeased by breaking down your doors, and well, you know what happens next. Royal Code helps you present the perfect image of a ruler. An image that, in all honesty, is impossible to be real. But rulers are supposed to be that. Nearly impossible. So then, I'd like to ask, the rulers, have you had a bite?
I have not. I was waiting until it was. Well, until it was time to eat, I suppose.
I have not.
All may eat. All may eat.
Thank you.
For the sake of scenario, let us assume that even those without an appetite presently have eaten for the sake of performance. All rulers, please select a number from 1 to 100.
From 1 to 100?
Yes.
70.
70, alright.
16.
60.
27.
27. I believe we're missing one.
Duchess, Crown Duchess, it was taken by the tide. I believe that falls on to me now. So, 37.
All right then. As the banquet finishes, filled with wonderful conversations, and as you all go to your different, well, places of rest, King Cambion, you have found yourself feeling ill. Your food had been poisoned earlier. You do not know by who. You survive. However, this was clearly an attempt on your life, and it will result in conflicts between these 4 kingdoms. How these 4 kingdoms handle what just happened is completely up to you. But we will do that another class. Because this class is dismissed.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
Also,
Thank you.
everyone who is interested in mechanics, please stay and go to the front where the stage is. I have things to discuss with you. There will not be an everybody invited organization class for mechanics. We will be jumping straight into the proper classes. Those uninterested in mechanics simply need an event. So if those interested in mechanics could go up front, everyone else is dismissed.
I'm gonna head to the front so you guys can stay here real quick.
I am interested.
I'll be back.
Oh, this is cute, and it's yellow and everything.
Yes, let's see if we can find one with more seats. This one has 4. I will make a group so our notes don't leak out.
Okay. Okay. I don't have, because I left the notebook in mob studies to be reviewed, I can just kind of go over bullet points. But for the most part, we went over things such as bosses, what Professor Castiel classifies as boss mobs, that being the Ender Dragon, the Wither, the Warden, the Elder Guardian.
Elder Guardian.
Yes, I believe. And then we broke down some of the more common mobs and their behaviors. We had gone out in a group and observed a large group of mobs and kind of took notes based off of that. So there were things like your creepers, skeletons, spiders. There were a couple of ghosts. I can get you more detailed notes on those if you'd like, or I'm more than happy to go and observe with you if that's something you're interested in.
Do you know if he gave any instructions for those who did not make the class?
Not that I remember. I do think that there was potentially a makeup class mentioned. I don't know that it was announced. I could ask, though, and double check if you'd like.
I don't mind approaching Professor Castillo to ask about it.
He seems decently friendly. He was with us while we were horse hunting.
He stacked goats.
Yeah.
I believe a question. Actually, continue your notes on this one if there's more.
There were mutant mobs that were mentioned. Like your large zombie that we saw in the caves, the skeleton that Seven and I encountered. I guess there's a giant creeper of sorts that doesn't have the same affection for us that the smaller ones do. They are, I guess, made with something called Chemical X, is at least the theory that we are working on. They think that if you take an arrow that has been tipped with this chemical and potentially shoot a normal mob, that's how they can be produced, but it's just a theory. I don't know that anybody has any actual basis for that. There was brief speak about raids and what that includes. I've never experienced one, but I did try to take notes on others' experiences. Trying to remember what else we spoke about. Oh, we spoke at length about spider jockeys and the best way to handle combating them, because they include both of your mobs that explore vantage points, skeletons with ranged combat and spiders with their movement, and how it's best to approach if you can separate them, I suppose. And then we were briefed on what we would need to equip for a trip into the Nether, which I suppose is within the coming weeks. He mentioned fully diamond armor and tools, extra nutritious foods, a shield, a ranged weapon such as a bow, and an extra backpack. And then there were a couple of questions that he asked us to expand on further for our answers.
Okay. What were those questions?
If we were in a position to deal with a large group of mobs, such as your zombies, creepers, skeletons, spiders, how would we go about handling that? a lot of people expanded on how you can use creepers to your advantage because they can explode in the middle of a group and take others out with them, and how often skeletons will shoot at other mobs if you position them correctly.
I fear that I climb a tree.
That's exactly what I said, actually. Well, not exactly, but very similarly to what I said. I said that as a Fellfolk, my initial instinct is to flee, create distance, get height.
Get height and use a ranged weapon to ensure they can't touch you.
Yep. Take advantage of higher ground via bow or other ranged weapons. He did emphasize that using every mob to your advantage because they all have strengths and weaknesses is a valuable tactic within combat.
Were there any other questions he asked of you?
I'm trying to remember. I think that was the big one he wanted us to expand on. There were a few questions that were asked by the group, like if you can manufacture mutated mobs, but we didn't go into that very far from my recollection. And then, let's see, what else were we? I believe... Oh, he asked us, while we were in watching that specific group, to pick one specific mob and really detail into them, and then we all shared what we gathered as far as details, and I observed ghosts. So I have a lot of notes on ghosts.
Alright, I might do that on my... I might reach out to the professor and then potentially do some of these things to get caught up, but if he does do a makeup class, it might be worthwhile for me just to attend that.
He said, if I remember correctly, that there would be a makeup class, but it would also go over different things, so it would be worthwhile for those of us that were even in the first class to potentially attend the second one as well. So.
I see. Is that all for mob studies then?
I believe so, other than like just kind of expanding in your own words. Oh, he said that the notes were the most important part, not just relaying exactly what was said in class, but going into your own thoughts and processes and really getting in touch with what you yourself observe and learn. I think, right?
He values experience rather than textbook knowledge.
It seems so.
If that is all, then I'm going to let Tabali steal me away for our conversation.
Okay.
And 7. I'm stealing both
Yeah.
of you.
We're both being stolen.
That's okay. Felix, would you like to maybe go fishing or something?
Sure.
I'll make a space for it.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. Now I gotta find my way out of here. That was a very scary noise. I'm gonna go this way.
There's people behind us. Hello.
They're just in the common room.
There's some sea folks following behind us.
Yes, don't worry about
Well, okay, here they come. Waiting for all of them.
What?
I'll get to the proper point once we have everyone. But yes, basically we're going to be doing a little bit of a redo of the royal introductions because you need to know how to do it well. I believe we still need a Daphne and we need an Aqua. Oh,
Hello.
Hello.
Alright.
I am unsure if I am here.
Because as you made your comment, me and Lady Luciala were discussing proper manners in front of other courts.
Okay.
And you made a certain comment to someone you're not entirely close with.
So why is the whole court hearing about it rather than the one person who actually heard it? That's my main question.
Well, we're not explaining it, but this is more of just a general class on acting in front of the other courts. We're
I
not going
believe
to be...
this. Sorry.
Yes.
I was just commenting.
So-
I believe this conversation applies for all of us right here.
Exactly.
I think that's why you were
This
here.
is a conversation that applies for all, and you have unfortunately gotten lumped in. So you will have to sit through this now. Unfortunate timing, but timing is everything. Alright. We will begin with, first of all, I know that your court has been, well, some of the people here have been amongst the biggest point losers around. And also not with the best reputation for various reasons. I believe we all know what we're talking about.
Yes.
So, what we're going to, first of all, after I tackle this one, where you can leave and I'll stay with the court, until we will set in a new rule. Until someone is declared as your friend, you must treat them as a noble from another court. Until friendship is declared, address them with proper titles. Do not make jokey comments that can be taken wrong, or make threats. Until you are certain that somebody will understand something is a joke, we do not do it. And from that you can be dismissed. That part is what you needed to hear. I have a far longer conversation with the rest of them.
Is this because of the adoption shit?
No, this is because of multiple things, but unfortunately, no points will be taken. Your court did very poorly in class today. I wasn't going to point out how bad it was in front of everybody. It was bad.
I take fault in that. It was difficulty coming to terms with the assignment because I find it rather presumptuous to declare myself a solace when my father is still alive and healthy and will be for a long time. It is bad luck and just feels wrong.
That is understandable. However, you could have brought that up and you could have declared yourself as a made-up kingdom instead. There could have been paths around it. However, that part wasn't the issue. Daphne, you were almost exclusively doing the talking. You started talking before the rest of your court came up, and, well, the who is gunning for advisor?
I don't believe any.
Myself.
Alright. Well, then this one's on you. You should have spoken a lot more on the stage. So what we are going to do here is I'm going to workshop a reworked introduction with you, alright?
Mm-hmm. Would you like to hear our intention of our introduction, even if it wasn't displayed
Yes.
properly? As
Yes.
our court is, we value grace above all else, the intention was us to all enter the stage. And then at the start of Lady Daphne's speech with the greetings, the intention was for everyone to curtsy or bow.
All
with
right.
The introduction.
That's a
before she
really good
continued.
intention. Then we're going to practice that. We'll retry the introduction. More people than just Daphne must speak. So we'll start from the beginning. That's actually a very good intention. So I would like for you to enter and to sync up on bowing. Let's choose a word from Daphne's introduction that's your signal to bow altogether. Daphne, could you run us through your introduction again?
Right. Greetings, and then we bow. Please meet Sol Katarina Vesta Solmera and the Solmera courts, the court of beauty and grace.
All right. What I would like to be done is you go up to the introduction of please meet the court. And after that point, I believe that you should add in what the court is the court of before allowing, well, your leader to speak. Well, obviously, you'll have to also do the introductions of the names of the other heirs there. But that should do well. So let's try that again. You'll enter from here into the room.
May we have a group? Hard to hear you from back there.
Oh my goodness, yes, of course. Okay. All right. The heirs should enter first, with the court following close behind. So, we'll do it slowly. Okay, on three. 1, 2, 3. Please line yourselves up in an orderly fashion before me. Yes, the rest of you may come in. Now that everybody... Oh, no. Now that everyone has entered, Daphne, please begin your introduction. And on greetings, you'll bow.
Greetings. Please meet
Lovely.
the Solmera court.
Luciella, what's your court of?
The Solmera court prides itself on its grace and beauty. Is that alright?
The court of beauty and grace was a little bit better.
Okay.
But yes. And I believe you should now go ahead and introduce the names of your heirs before the heirs give their little speech.
Very well. We have, how do I even start doing that? Like, what's the starter opening? Like,
The court of beauty and... Of course. The court of beauty and grace. Yes, actually. Presenting. Or you can just jump to the names.
It just felt a bit odd. Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Presenting Katerina Solmera, Seven Solmera, and Tivoli Solmera.
And now, do your speech, a small few words to me, the audience.
Thank you for the invitation to today's banquet. It is much appreciated. I hope that we all can, I would say accomplish our goals, but that sounds rather underhanded.
It does. Well, you're wishing to elude... what's your goal coming to this banquet?
To ensure relations remain good.
Well,
and I suppose it depends on the banquet type, on if it is for information or a pleasure of acquaintance. Yep.
Well, this was... because I didn't specify, you can choose. Let's start with for acquaintanceship. You could start with something like, I hope that we all may have fun today. Or for information, I hope that our bonds may grow stronger today. Of course, there's plenty of other options, but those are examples.
Yes. Thank you for the invitation today. It is a pleasure to be here. I hope that our bonds may grow stronger today.
Perfect. And then you can simply all leave together.
Back the way we came?
Well, in this situation, yes. Usually you'd go to your seats or wherever is assigned, but in this case
Yes,
it
I was
didn't
just
matter.
thinking it would be awkward. I would turn around and walk directly into Tavali. I was like,
That is true. Try and, you know what? Lord 7, yes? No, not 7. No, you're not 7. You are Felix, Lord Felix. Lord Felix, yes, thank you. I am still memorizing everyone's names. I believe you are Soul 7.
Loon.
Oh, Loon. Sorry, Loon 7. Apologies. Oh, goodness. Soul, Loon. Yes, my deepest apologies. Goodness.
it's alright. You were likely introduced to him at a banquet as Soul 7 a couple years ago, so it might just you referencing old memory.
It might be. It did sound familiar. All right. But since we are going in specific order, yes, it would actually be lovely if you could go just one by one with the person first. Go on. Yes, go on. Turn, go. Keep going. Yes. Leaving orderly. Perfect. Keep going. Yes. Perfect. Sped up. That would be a perfect introduction. That would have honestly won it for you.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
With us acting as our intended roles, or our the roles that we wish to accomplish, I went with something adjacent to sorcery or knighthood, with us being the protective person of the court. Would it be...
Then if that's the case, you're welcome to lead the way. When your royals enter, you should be the one to first enter the room and ensure it's safe.
Okay. I was lost between either entering first or keeping an eye at my soul's back.
Those are both very good options. Usually these roles are split between multiple knights.
That would be Felix and I both.
All right. Then please, between yourselves, discuss how you'll split this. You'll be in my classes acting as this court, so definitely talk amongst yourselves how you'll be acting, and be sure to, well, in my next lesson, I'll be asking to know who is what so I can check in on everything. Today, I simply wanted to do the basics because it would take far too long.
I appreciate your time.
So I will admit, I was going very heavily off vibes as well. I wish to save this for now because I didn't wish to point out everything in front of the other courts. This is perfect. This is fantastic. If I'm presented by that, I am impressed. That is more than good. And I love the bow altogether. That was a fantastic touch. All right, that's that. I wanted to make sure that just all of that is sorted. Obviously, no points are being taken or anything. This was more of just making sure that everyone's on track and nobody's being left behind.
It is most appreciated.
All right. Then I shall take my leave, and thank you for having me as your guest.
Thank
I
you.
can escort you out.
Thank you very
Before
much.
the rest of you leave, just so y'all know, there is a new notice on the board that I would really appreciate if all of you read it.
Thank you, Tavali.
Of course.
I see. There you are.
Thank you. Oh.
No, I haven't talked to Aqua along, but I feel like kind of bad that they dragged them all the way over here.
Yeah, I didn't get why they were here in
Yeah.
the first place.
Unfortunately, I do not share the sentiment of dragging them all the way over here because I know for a fact, them being sea monster and the prime culprit of those that have dragged us through the mud, that they probably immediately used the excuse to sour our name as a court altogether. So,
Oh yeah.
I will be back. I'm going to go check my personal belongings. I thought that I had encountered something similar to corruption. I think that's what it was called, but I must not have kept hold of it.
And I haven't went out enough to worry about it. Ay, ay, ay.
Lord Felix,
Guys,
what was the point of that outburst?
what outburst?
What outburst of you directly yelling at Professor Cribden regarding the adoption situation?
Because they brought Aquamarine all the way over, and I thought it was about the adoption. Because they made it sound. I didn't mean to yell.
Information is the most important factor in nearly everything you'll run into. Speaking up without having information puts you at the disadvantage and puts you in bad positions, as you had done. That was not what she was here to speak about. As you saw, Aquamarine had her own lesson she had to learn. I must say, having her enter into the dorm was not of my fancy either, and it was of a surprise to me too. But yelling out in front of her, no less, she is immediately likely to be returning to her own court to talk about it. Everything you say and do that is seen by others is going to spread.
My bad.
So please, ensure outbursts like that do not happen again. And Loon Tavali has placed a new notice on the board. If you have not looked over it already, it does entail something important for safety. So, apologize. I likely upset your brother. If you need to see to him, but Professor Cribden, came here to help us and was instead treated with aggression.
I understand. I know that, well, firstly, I'm probably going to give him some time to cool off, but I think he is not adjusting as quickly as even myself, unfortunately. So I think he needs to understand that you, as our head heir, it's important to show up with our best face on.
Mm-hmm. As much as I do have a personal friendship with Professor Cribden, she did say she didn't take offense to the matter in regards to she did come here to teach us. She did find it rude, but she acknowledged that mistakes can happen, and that's what the classes are for, to learn of those mistakes and correct them. and for me to gain the foresight of what actions others may take to prevent them before they occur. But letting them cool off would best be for the best, given that he left the door open, so I don't think he's thinking of any etiquette at the moment.
I know with our upbringing, which is not necessarily a great excuse, he puts himself at a disadvantage of understanding exactly how formal this entire situation is. And where I don't think that's an excuse, as I've stated, I do hope that eventually he adjusts.
As do I. I take the fault for our introduction not going as planned within the class, because it's my responsibility to ensure we do well. But I just hope everyone can put their best foots forward.
I do think that seeing how we did in the after meeting, I like that we have the potential to move as a unit rather than everyone for themselves. So hopefully with some refining, we start to see better results.
Yes, I imagine if we had more time to prepare, we could have done better, such as worked out walking order and placements, but with the time we had and the confusion on the prompt, it did not leave us much to work with, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it would also help to know what everybody's chosen role is.
Yes, I wasn't aware what everyone was aiming for. So
I was hoping to have a bit more time to explore. I wasn't entirely familiar with what roles do go into a castle, but I think having landed on where I'm at now, I will likely go forward with that in mind. Something with defense and sorcery, somewhere that mixes in between.
And should you find it's not to your liking, I'm sure you'll be welcome to make adjustments and changes.
I appreciate that.
Even if we may lack those specialities in certain areas that are at the academy, there may be people back in the Solmera region that could fill the gaps. So I'm not overly stressed on if a certain position doesn't have someone here interested.
I think that's a good way of looking at it. When first coming here, if we're being completely transparent, wasn't sure why I was invited. I know that my family is much more distant than a lot of other nobility, but I know that at the very least, somebody saw potential somewhere, and who am I to disgruntle that? So
You saw an opportunity to learn and gain more experiences, and that is a good way to go about things.
I've really been trying to focus in on the learning aspects and the ins and outs of what I wasn't raised with, so I appreciate your patience with me at the very least. I hope my brother does not cast a shadow on myself.
You're two separate people. I won't let his actions dictate yours.
I appreciate it. With that being said, I still need to find a horse.
Me too.
So I assume collecting horses, is it for a task or is it for a pet?
Equestrian studies, actually. I believe it was a class that you were also out for. Our big task, they will not be providing horses to us. They will not be providing saddles to us. We need to find a horse that speaks to our soul, connect with it, and make sure that it is in the stables before next class, which is likely to be next week. I don't
Let's see.
From what
I know I
remember,
put saddles in the storage. However, depending on how many of us attended the class yesterday, I fear there might not be any more saddles in the storage. So
There was quite a few, and I
Yeah.
took 2 out so that we could go find some. But
I also have.
there was a lot left in there.
Yeah, I
Do you
also had
mind
2
if
of my own.
Okay, do you mind if I join? I
Sure.
am not feeling 100%, but I'd rather get ahead on things than to fall behind. Or I'm not even getting ahead, I am catching up.
It's understandable. With missing these early days, I can't even imagine how much information you feel like you must be missing. So you are more than welcome to join wherever I am at the very least.
I will. Are you planning to leave now? I can go up and get a saddle at this moment.
Do you have anything else going on, Seven?
No, I'm just kind of hanging in.
Okay, I will be back promptly.
Okay.
Suppose I should change, too.
That's fair.
I have an ender chest.
Hey.
Actually,
Ender chest, ender chest,
no
ender
more
chest.
bombing to
Your
the
dress
school.
is so
It's
cute.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How did you acquire an ender chest?
Obsidian. Oh, me and Luciala, we went exploring, and
It's-
one of the places we found bleach powder.
It's the feminine mysteries, Seven. Let the feminine be mysterious.
Especially that.
Well, like you didn't question the wither skeleton skull on my dresser, so I wasn't gonna question where you got blaze from. But like, I don't know if there was a secret. I wanted in on it.
Sorry, we've also found the river skeleton skulls. I no longer question where you got that from.
It's fair. I was afraid that people would, and I was like, they won't believe me if I tell them. But
So
oh well.
I'm sure as Seven's sibling, you are aware of his proclivity to go missing. Most of the time he went missing, he was at mine and Felix's house. So showing up with things like wither skulls doesn't necessarily surprise me, but you're taking it surprisingly well.
It's just who I
Question
am.
it at this point. I've just learned to go with it.
If you ask questions, you get information, and if you have the information, then you don't have the plausible deniability.
Exactly. If I didn't see it, I can say I didn't see it.
Exactly.
Plausible deniability.
Pause.
Exactly.
Possible.
The plausible deniability.
Ooh, also, I have an enchantment table.
I was gonna
I
say,
need that.
Yeah, I don't have the bookshelf for it yet, but
Oh,
it's
we'll get
gonna
it for
be an
you.
area right above the hallway. There.
Okay. I can help
There's
see if I
also
can get
one in
book
our
supplies.
room.
Oh.
Oh, I
It's
have
up on my my perch.
Oh.
If you don't feel like traveling all the way down here, then you are more than welcome to use that one.
Oh. I suppose it's the community enchantment table. We get a private
Yeah.
one.
That way, not everybody's in our room all the time.
That would be preferable. Wake up, get jump scared by 10 fellas
Just
in
have like
my room.
5 people in there, just above my head.
Be so loud.
I mean, it could be louder. It could be like heavier footed people than us, but
That's quite true.
still, I don't want a whole bunch of people just like parading through our room very bad.
Some amount of privacy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the enchantment table away.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Hello, Felix.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm trying to remember the place I seen all those horses the other day. I'm afraid it was a bit far away though.
Yeah, we had gone quite a ways out. Oh, cute.
Your luggage came, huh?
My luggage did come. I have clothes.
I really like those boots.
Thank you. It's meant to be more of an athletic wear outfit. I will say, I will make it very clear, I have not ridden a horse. I've always been someone else has written and I was placed behind, so I might have issues.
It's okay. If you trust me or even Felix potentially enough, we can help you. We don't have as much experience, I guess, as I don't know what you know. I just know that we grew up around farms and the fishing docks, so I at least have some experience in not letting other people fall off.
I'd rather not
Luckily,
fall off.
we always land on our feet. So
Truly. All right. We need permission because we're likely to go off of campus.
Shall we? We could head to the main hall and see if anyone is there, and if not, we can send out a missive.
It's a good plan. That's a good plan.
I noticed the announcement board had more things on it, and I do want to check it.
Oh yeah, I probably should check that. I don't think I've ever checked that one, so I probably should.
Yeah, we have Professor Saren's classes on our board, but none of the others. Theirs is on the main board.
Okay, off we go.
Need to go check those.
It's so nice outside. This is a very long pathway when the rain slows you down.
Truly.
Yes. Do you have an umbrella?
I do. And I learned things about the way dye works with them. You can stack dyes.
Oh,
I was packing around blue dye, and I got the opportunity to see what blue umbrella looks like, and then I didn't like it, so I went to dye it white. And it did not dye it white, it just dyed it lighter blue.
That's good to know. Mine is a rather stark yellow currently, and I kind of want to mix it in with some orange, just so it matches my outfits better.
Oh, it's just a very simple black one.
I think that's fitting, though.
Yeah.
I don't tend to wear black. I say to 3 people who are all actively wearing black.
Believe me, we are aware that you don't often wear black.
I don't know if I even own a black gown. I have
I
white
think
gowns.
I think the school uniform is the first colored clothing I've had in years.
While we are out, if we are capable of locating something that can be turned into a green dye, I have ideas with the silk that we found.
Oh, understood. We can keep our eye out for it then. I feel like you frequently see professors roam around the main hall, which is why that's where I am hoping to head. I'm gonna cut through Royal Code.
Apparently, this is the wrong door to come in.
Yes, I was at the other door on the far end.
That's where we all were too. We got told to move to the other one.
We saw the sign on the wall and moved. Me and Tavali. No, Lady Daphne was Rosa. No professor here. Just Matteo and someone else up there. For possibility of extra points, contact headmaster. Interesting. The 15th and the 22nd. Okay.
Might not work.
Oh, and magical studies tomorrow, as I was pointing out to Felix from our own dorm room.
Well, it's gonna be fun.
I have a sneeze coming.
Get it over with.
It's not coming that
I had a
fast.
sneeze coming, and you immediately walked up to her like this.
Sneeze or don't.
You want her to sneeze on you.
No.
Maybe
I'd
he
prefer
just
you
likes
didn't.
to look up my nose or
Someone
something.
says they need to sneeze. Don't get eye level with them.
Stop.
Then I'll just start running the other direction next time somebody says they have to sneeze.
Be another quirk of the court, I assume. I will see if Professor Saren is around, and if not, I will message Professor Clifton.
Was this another place to buy notebooks?
Yes.
It is.
Oh, and they're not actually super expensive. That's so nice.
I sent Professor Saren a missive.
Oh, look what I acquired today for the first time ever.
Look at you go.
I'm kind of nervous to try it because I don't know if I'll like it.
I bet you'll love it.
I have 4 pieces.
I did not receive any
Wow.
pieces, but I was not about to say that out loud.
That's
I kept picking up other people's.
Yes, that
Yeah,
was...
Thank you.
I snatched.
I'm
Cassie's
unsure
a
who
few
was sitting
times.
beside me, but they had nabbed my piece, and then somehow I ended up with 4.
Oh.
So, remorse, perhaps?
I'm kind of glad I didn't end up with Cassian's piece because apparently it was poisoned.
Oh.
Dodged that one, I guess.
I suspected that's where the banquet of eating was going.
I
So,
didn't.
Like a murder mystery trial or something?
well, you
I
always
just
have to be
figured it
wary
was
of what
going to
you
be
eat
like a
when-
test.
Yeah, when there is food present and you didn't see it be brought out, it was already sitting there before class started. I don't plan to eat this in general, in all honesty.
That's fair.
But
Um,
just risk that may occur.
in like traditional settings, with there being your knights and your like lady in waiting, would that not be their responsibility to then taste it before it ever reached your hands?
There are taste testers.
It goes through somebody
I
before
find
it gets to you.
myself, I don't like personally having a taste tester. I'd rather just ensure my food is safe rather than have someone try it on my behalf and risk it.
That's fair.
You have a
I
trusted
do-
individual prepare your food.
That is why whenever I do pick a lady in waiting, it is going to be someone I trust deeply. Because they will likely have a heavy hand in any food that is prepared for me.
Very smart.
Right?
Professor Saren has not responded.
Oh no.
I've had terrible luck with professors responding to me. It's like I don't even try anymore.
I was able to get one meeting with a professor successfully that didn't reach out to me first. And that was this morning for my jewelry.
I've just started going straight to the headmaster because he's the only one that'll respond to me.
Yes, I'm actually sending a message to the headmaster now.
If it matters, Professor Gribden did give me like a blanket permission for my jewelry that if any other professor tries to say anything about it, that I am to tell them and they will handle it for me. So that was kind of cool.
Okay, I've sent a message to the headmaster, and we shall see if I get a response.
Lovely.
Scared the hell out of me.
I typically do that for a lot of people.
You just all of a sudden were there and you were moving very quickly.
Very quiet, very fast. Moves like darkness.
I am one with the shadow, I suppose.
Hello, Don.
I did receive permission, by the way.
Lovely.
I feel like I'm as close to the shadow as I can get as a elf.
Yeah, I could see that.
Given your clothing choices, I don't doubt it, given
If
you yourself said it's the first color you've worn.
If you stand right here and you look at them from this angle, they look so much alike.
Pardon, why do you look more like my brother?
Only
That's
20.
I suppose, gosh, is there anybody around? Maybe I am your sibling.
Done.
Duh.
I doubt it, but you never know what may happen. So
I think I'm like 105% sure that you're not.
yes, I do think our parents are rather happily married, but
Yeah.
you never know. How old are you?
24.
It is
Oh.
possible.
Oh.
Yeah,
Are we?
You would be older than me.
Are we?
We'll never know for sure. We'll never know. I have my doubts, but we'll never know.
As do
I also have my doubts, but it is an interesting line of thought.
Sibling bonding.
Yes.
Oh,
In all the
Lord.
weirdest ways possible.
Hello, Finn.
Hello.
Yeesh.
Greetings.
Oh, hey. Okay.
Yes, it takes some time.
All right,
You
are
also wanna
we
cut the puffer fish carefully?
off? Are we off to find Hans?
Yeah, we should go find Hans's before they're all gone.
Hans.
Hans.
Huh?
Horse.
Mhm.
I need horses.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna fail without them.
Well, if either of you don't happen to get a horse on your ventures, I have an extra one. If anybody wants it.
Yeehaw.
How
Did you
kind.
just?
We'll keep that in mind.
Thank you.
Did you just?
Horse, yeehaw, the cowboys.
I thought you made the sound of a donkey.
I kind of agree.
Oh.
Do you think a donkey will count if we bring a donkey?
I was
to
gonna
the
say, I
table?
am curious what would happen if we brought a donkey.
Dante.
What about a
risk
mule
it.
though?
At some
Yeah.
point, because
A mule
of
could work.
the statement made during equestrian studies, I would love to hear this neigh that you claim you love to do.
Pardon?
No.
It's a
you
whole
missed the
thing.
neigh.
Oh, you dodged
he
a
neighed.
bullet.
We all had to neigh
Yeah.
like a horse.
No,
We all had to
that-
make
that-
horse
that-
noises.
Perhaps I don't want to attend equestrian next week. Is this a...
It was very dehumanizing. That was the only note I took on the entire.
Some people were really good at it though.
I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever neighed.
You don't want to.
Yeah, no.
It was
No,
something
but-
about
No,
the
but
horse
from what
can
I'm
feel your
hearing, you have an
feelings.
impressive one.
No, I don't. That would be.
He just
cancerous.
stated that he likes to.
Yeah.
It was a lie, a bold-faced lie.
Lying to an entire court of people.
Lying in the first class is just questionable.
No, I would have given a really know much about Hans, if you will.
Interesting.
Horse.
All right.
Let's go find Hans's.
Yes, before it gets too late on this here day.
It is night.
Before it gets too early on this
Late
here
on this
day.
night. We have spoken the day away.
Come away.